The Samsung Compact Washer and Dryer Set has some compelling features, but might not be right for you, depending on where you're placing your laundry. In this video, we'll explain why this laundry may or may not be right for you and your family. We'll also cover the main features, its reliability, price, and then compare it to other popular models. Dryers, not the washer, are the most important aspect when buying compact laundry. Most compact dryers are ventless, meaning they turn the water in your clothes into steam. You'll find this drying method in Bosch, Electrolux, and Miele compact dryers. Samsung is vented like almost every full-size pair of laundry, so it's ideal for replacing these types of dryers. You should not place Samsung on an inside wall or in a closet without a vent. Samsung's also deeper than a compact unit at 26.63 inches deep versus 24 for most compact laundry. In terms of features, Samsung is the only vented washer and dryer with steam for better cleaning power, as well as a speed cycle to wash a full load of laundry in 40 minutes. For reliability, Samsung is the second best compact washer at 8.96 service in the first year, based on 34,687 service calls logged by our service department last year. You have to look at ventless brands like Miele and Bosch for a true competitor to Samsung, because there isn't much choice of vented brands. Blomberg requires 18% service in the first year, and ASCO is much higher in price. Speaking of price, it's always best to buy Samsung around holidays like Black Friday, President's Day, Memorial Day, and Labor Day, because this pair will fluctuate between $1,400 and $1,800. So for vented compact laundry, Samsung's the most popular for price, features, and reliability. However, you do have to vent, and its size is a bit larger than the conventional standard compact set.